Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Monthly Checkup Grand Finals for January 2025. I'm your host, Leviticus, and I have my good friend, one of my favorite co-commentators, BettyB. Betty, how's it going?
Oh, it is going great. Looking forward to this match. This is a match we've seen before, but I'm sure we'll see again even after this. So, Snipe versus No1zzle. I'm excited.
Yeah, me as well. Honestly, I've been excited. We've had so many decider matches in this tournament. I really need someone to go back and run the numbers and see throughout the whole bracket if this is the most decider matches we've ever had. Just left and right, match after match, especially just even on the stream, what we've seen, it's been amazing. I can't wait. And let's just kick this grand finals off. Let's get this going. I can't wait to see these two play again. Tale as old as time, Snipe and No1zzle, but given the hiatus that No1zzle has been on, she proves she's still got it, and we're going to get to see her play and see if she can bring down a tournament on her first one back in quite some time. I'm going to send these players off, and we should be getting going in just a second.
And you will see Snipe on the left-hand side and No1zzle on the right. Because No1zzle is coming from the loser's bracket, she will have to actually win 2 straight 3-crown matches. So we will see if she gets the reset. And they're already off, so here we go.
Both of them finding combos very early, but I think Snipe is just slightly ahead.
Slightly ahead, but also has some trash, I guess. Well, it's strategic trash. I know he's setting up for a combo there in column 6 and 7, or 6 and 5.
To be honest, I think No1zzle is far more warmed up than when they played before. If you had been anyone who's watching the losers finals match against Pezmaster, No1zzle's speed that she was just playing at and firing off combos was incredible. You could just tell that she was locked in and focusing on going as fast as she possibly could. And I think that's going to be necessary against Snipe here. That column 6 garbage is going to be pretty unfortunate. She's hoping to get a combo off of that, and now the board's starting to look a little uneven. So I'm not sure how she's going to reconcile that column 6. She's going to have to find a way.
And these two players are people that have played together quite a bit and both go toe-to-toe with each other. And so they know their styles. They know what they're up against with this. And so No1zzle can't pull any punches here with the caliber of what Snipe brings.
Of course, yeah. And she is known to be a practice partner for Snipe, for anyone who's not aware. So they have played many, many times. I don't know if they've been playing more recently. I know No1zzle hasn't been able to attend monthly checkups for quite some time, and I don't know if that extends to her ability to get it practice in general, but I'm sure she's not quite at her full form, although from her performance so far in this tournament, it'd be hard to tell, to be honest.
Indeed. Snipe is keeping a very level board on his side, throwing a few doubles over to No1zzle and then followed by another, and so keeping this aggression going. Snipe is just, trying to tear down this board and is doing so, whereas you see on No1zzle's side, she has a lot of empty combos that she's currently taking, and empty combos meaning not taking any viruses along with them.
Honestly, as far as board height is concerned, they're actually keeping pace. The only difference, though, is that Snipe's keeping the board a lot cleaner and more even. And that's in part just due to maybe the larger amount of combos that he's been able to make. But nevertheless, look at the speed. Like, he's just finding combos that are both good for his board health and sending garbage over to us at the same time. And he's doing it at such a crazy pace that even a player like No1zzle is struggling to keep up with this.
And the last time these two met, I think Snipe has won every time that they've met up. So No1zzle probably has a little bit of a grudge here. She's like, I can win too. I can win. So and I hope to see this go to a decider. More Dr. Mario is just so great.
I think if there's anything that No1zzle enjoys more than winning at Dr. Mario, it's winning against Snipe at Dr. Mario. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's ever happened in tournament. It's possible that it has some time ago, and I just forgot about it. But I know that it doesn't happen often, and it's something that I'm sure she would really like to be able to pull off here. Of course, being in grand finals, and I should update the the overlay to note this, but she's coming from the losers bracket, so they did play in winners finals already, in which Snipe was able to win. So she is going to have to win 2 matches if she wants to win this tournament, as Snipe has yet to be defeated tonight.
But as you mentioned before, she did have that warm-up match, and so she is coming off of, already being a little bit warm, whereas Snipe was on the back burner for a little bit, waiting to see who he would be matched up against. So we'll see how that, comes into play here as well.
So far, the board is actually not looking great for Snipe, but he's certainly ahead in virus count, and he is going to get a quick triple there to clear out the center. But his endgame is a little awkward. This blue virus in column 1, buried for Snipe, is going to be a real pain point for his endgame. That being said, No1zzle has a ways to go before she has to worry about what her endgame looks like, so there's that. But she's definitely still in this, because if Snipe can't figure out a way to unbury that blue virus and get it exposed, she's going to give No1zzle a lot of time to catch up and do some damage.
Now, he does have some capability for underclearing in column 2 in order to bring it down to where then he has a horizontal opportunity for that blue. But that is, again, further out than he probably would like. But look, right here is exactly what I was talking about, trying to break this down and get underneath it, but No1zzle just dropping that trash exactly where Snipe does not want it.
And I think that he was intending to drop the column 2 in such a way that it would combo and
look at this!
Out. But some garbage clearing off the top of the column there is going to make things a little easier for Snipe to expose that first column. He's working so hard to get at that virus because he knows that the rest of it is just kind of a moot point if he can't get to that last virus, and he's finally got a horizontal opportunity now.
Beautiful. Yeah, he cleared up that board, and with a lot of help from No1zzle's trash that she was sending. So, this game is kind of that sometimes you win and you get the luck of the trash, and sometimes you don't and you actually help your opponent, but you can't plan for that. No1zzle is just trying to keep in this.
And now that column 1 virus is taken care of, Snipe's endgame is certainly in reach now. Still managing to make combos as he is closing in on the last 5 viruses tucked away in the bottom right corner.
I wonder if he's going to go for the cross clear with those yellows.
Well, that garbage isn't going to help, but he will get to clear it away pretty quickly. I do think he is going to try to clear this yellow out horizontally, maybe after the red is gone, which that garbage helps with a lot, so he really is only 3 yellows away now at this point. He exposes that yellow to some garbage, but it does unfortunately is the color he needs. So now he's just 1 piece away, and he will take this down, and he does let it drop. That's going to be crown 1 to Snipe. Yeah, I mean, you could see No1zzle's board was just not quite getting there. She did not have enough time to make up the difference, but they're going to start off fresh now with a new board, and neither player finding a combo. Looks like No1zzle will come out just ahead, getting that first combo, and she'll have another one to follow up here.
And I really like, that was a wonderful L by Snipe in order to clear out some of his board to get access to, he's just, wow, a trip or a quad actually, sent over to No1zzle, and she doesn't have much setups right now.
No, the garbage has really been
but
she will find a triple, I believe, or maybe even a quad. No, it will be a triple, and Snipe will send one right back. So she is really good at finding setups in these weird boards where you don't have an obvious double stack. If you want to get a combo, she's really able to find setups in an otherwise mixed up board.
Yeah, and again, she plays with such purpose. I love getting to play her because it's like it's something that I will never be able to see the plays that she comes up with, and it just comes naturally to her. And it's hard to imagine. She was a no-name last year in this community and made such a name for herself, and continues to just get better and better.
Now, she's just definitely getting a much better position now compared to the first game. Snipe will clear to center, but still his edges are very damaged. He's going to tidy up the left side a little bit, but column 2 is still not great. So No1zzle really has an opportunity here to start to take a lead here for the first time in this set.
And I love the horizontal clear that she did in order to take down that column 1 that was starting to get a little bit high on her board. So that was a great play on her end. Now just trying to put a combo together. Here we go. Getting some color help from the doctor.
Oh, that column 4 garbage from No1zzle, very unfortunate. Thankfully, it doesn't follow up on the next one. But it's going to be really difficult. Wow, she is going to find an underclear that's going to help bring it down, and now she'll be much more able to clear it out, but not before she gets a combo and follows it up with another.
Wow!
And this is looking really good. This garbage is going to hurt, but not nearly compared to how much space she just made with those setups that she cleared away.
Yeah, and the way I was thinking of breaking that down would have caused it to still be up there. So just, again, it's all in how you decide to play it, and sometimes the play that you see is not the one that would actually help you with board state, and she found the right one in that move.
Exactly.
Oh. What is Snipe going to do here? Oh, underclear. That's a safe move, too.
Because just in time, as I think he's about to get some more garbage. Oh no, it's actually No1zzle who's gonna take a little more damage here. As Snipe is just laying. I think this is like 5 combos in a row. Not quite a stun lock, but I mean only about 1 piece in between each of those garbage drops.
Yeah, I think he actually comboed twice in one go around, which made his 2 doubles a quad. So he was going that fast with those combos.
And just when it seemed like she had a lead, now Snipe has really cleaned up his board amazingly, in fact, compared to the way it looked maybe about a minute ago. And now No1zzle finds herself with some really high edges and not a lot of great options to clear them away. She's going to have to find something while keeping up the combo pressure to keep Snipe on the back foot, or otherwise he's just going to tear through this board and get to his endgame before she can recover.
Yeah, and he just took a little while ago the virus lead as well. No1zzle seems like, and she did it last game too, seems to get out with, dropping her virus count a lot faster than Snipe, but I think that's due to him creating a lot of combos and just able to take those at any moment.
The stark difference in the shape of the board between these two, Snipes being notably cleaner. It just goes to show how important it is to be mindful of the edges. I think a lot of players let that get away from them and don't think much of it, but when you can have a clean, even board, especially this late in the game, it's just a huge advantage. It's definitely worth trying to maintain that. Snipes is very good at doing so.
Yeah, and I just think back of the analysis that you did with Snipe and just the wealth of the things he thinks of in a given match. It was kind of amazing. So and seeing it put to work here is Snipe. He's just running away with this one too.
He has a really uncanny ability to hone in on what actually is important to deal with on a board, even if it's several steps away from where he currently is, and he'll make multiple plans to get there, depending on if garbage get in his way or anything like that. So it's he's the only analysis I've done where he's really where the person has really shown me things that I'm not really seeing to quite a wild extent. Like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's practiced a lot. He's trained really hard. He's thought about this game probably more than anyone else, if I had to guess. So yeah, it's no wonder that he's the current world champion.
Yeah, of course. But No1zzle's like bringing her board back down now, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys have been talking about Snipe too much. Let's bring that back a little bit."
Yeah, she's making a fool of me, talking up Snipe while his board is slowly falling behind. But that huge setup is going to make a ton of space.
Oh, I love that. And he moved it over to where he could, bring it down further. And those are those small things. Like, he could have just played that double red straight down, but he didn't. And it's those small things that make the difference in the playstyle. This yellow, actually, in column 8 that No1zzle gave him, not necessarily going to be too difficult, especially when she keeps just giving more and more yellow on top. He can clear that now, and he does so.
And he's certainly closer to endgame than No1zzle. She's really going to have to try to put a stun lock together, something to just fill up the center of the board to keep him away. But he can see he's already honing in on that red virus that he needs to take out to finish his endgame, and he will get it before No1zzle has time to attack him back. And that's going to be 2 up for Snipe. He is on match point. He is ready to take this tournament with 1 more crown.
And you could also see his... Oh, that might have been a misplay on Snipe's part.
I think so. He does find a triple, but now he's about to get more column garbage, and now he cannot open up the 6th column that he blocked himself on. So he's going to just make a double to quickly get it out of the way, and I wouldn't be surprised if he takes garbage in the center column just to clear this down. But he's actually going to hold out. I don't know if I agree with that. But
look at this.
Wow, was that garbage that took that down? That was unbelievable.
Gift straight from No1zzle to Snipe for another trip right back to her. Dang. All of the trash is coming up Snipe right now. It's smelling like roses over here. This is...
I'm sure No1zzle is not too happy about that, but she is just going to keep trusting in the trash and sending more and more of it over. Her board's actually looking great. I mean, I think if it hadn't been for that fortunate garbage, she would have quite a large lead here, at least in the opening, for sure.
And I that goes, you know, to my point before. She really does come out of this really well, but then, you know, either loses the focus or I don't know what happens, but then, you know, Snipe just comes swinging back. And it might be that, you know, counterpunch that Swang always talks about of, you know, the game ebbs and flows, and if you don't go along with it, you'll get lost.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, I think, ever since the Columbus tournament, for sure, I think we've seen huge examples of that from a lot of players who just really upped their game. But I think in Snipe's case, he just manages to not just, you know, execute the counterpunch, but also to do so in such a way that that furthers his board and gets it into those clean states that he seems to find himself in, even after receiving tons of garbage. He just is able to identify when he needs to address things, and he does so early enough that he doesn't find himself in those kinds of situations.
No1zzle just like, I don't know if that was her seeing it, or I like to think the best of, you know, our players, and, you know, it's that 80% luck, 20%, or opposite, 80% skill, 20% luck type thing, but she had a really nice setup here, and I can see the future of her board being a lot cleaner, just if she gets some red and some pills to put this combo together. Very, very cool.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, as much as we can say about Snipe's ability to find the important ways to clean up his boards, No1zzle is also very good at doing that as well. She's learned from Snipe from playing with him for a long time, and you can see it in her play. It's amazing to see somebody with the kind of speed and maneuverability that she has, despite only using 1 button to flip. It still blows my mind that she's capable of doing that.
Yeah, you know, you would think she needs to be able to learn that, but no, she doesn't. Until people start being able to beat her, then she does what she wants.
Yeah, I think she's truly one of the best in the world, despite that.
Yes.
And it's just amazing, honestly. But this moment, it looks like Snipe is starting to come up on the endgame. He's going to find a drop cross, and now he can clear this yellow from underneath. He might honestly try to save it and try to de-sandwich the red. I know he's a big fan of that. But he's getting very close to his endgame. Save for some crash in column 5 and 6. He's relatively clear, and if he can get through it before No1zzle can stop him, then he's going to be the winner of the monthly checkup.
Look at this!
Oh my god! What a setup! And it just... it's just... that kind of thing is what gets his endgames into spots like this. I guarantee you he was planning that. That was, you know, you see a lot from a lot of players, and you think, wow, it's, you know, I'm sure the last couple of stages of that combo were a fluke, but honestly, no, absolutely not. He's, Jay in the chat says that was a Betty style combo, and I couldn't agree more. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you see Betty doing on the regular, I feel like. But,
sorry, not sorry, but yes, those are beautiful plays right there.
Yeah, we don't have far left. 1 more red, unless we can get garbage in the right columns here for No1zzle. But instead, she's just going to work on a stun lock. I mean, if he can't play the game, he can't win, right? So this might be one of her best bets.
Yeah, you'll see Snipe not refusing to put anything in that column 2, and because he wants to underclear. But No1zzle
she can
just
get a
getting
combo,
trashed right there.
and she will not get the stun lock on it. And he's gonna drop a combo in there. Now she just needs some garbage on the left side, but he's gonna find it horizontally. Oh no, what? He is gonna swag out with a cross clear, seeing the double yellow in the next box. And Snipe is your monthly checkup January champion. Wow. It's not often that you see swag on the tournament clear. That is unbelievable.
That was fantastic work on both sides, but yes, Snipe took that with, a tip of his hat right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I know he gets a lot of crap for, just not holding the down button on the last pill and stuff like that, but that was on another level. That is in-game trash talk if I've ever seen it.
Well, Lev, thank you so much for letting me commentate, and thank you everybody for being out there and watching this. I can't say enough about Dr. Mario versus being just the most exciting sports I ever watch. So thank you for always bringing this to us each month.
Of course, and thank you for coming in for the impromptu commentary. I know we can't always make it happen, but when we can, I'm always really happy that we do it. So. But I can't do it without help, so I appreciate your help whenever it's needed. It's great to have you in the booth, buddy.
Well, I will let you finish up. Good night, everybody, and have a wonderful evening.
Take care. Have a good night.